You know when life just starts dropping challenges on you like Tetris blocks at level 15.
Oh man, yeah. The speed just gets completely out of control.
Right. And your brain's natural response is to just frantically match every button on the controller. But what if the ultimate cheat code for stress is actually, well, taking your hands off the joystick? Have you ever experienced an amygdala hijack? Like that moment your character goes completely berserk under pressure
Mm.
and suddenly game over just flashes across your screen.
Yeah, it's a terrifyingly real glitch in our biological programming, honestly. I mean, the amygdala is essentially your brain's primal threat detection center.
Like an early warning system.
Exactly. And when it gets overwhelmed by stress, it sounds this massive alarm that literally hijacks control away from your prefrontal cortex. You know, the logical, strategic part of your brain.
Wow, so you literally lose the ability to strategize.
You do. In that moment, you don't just feel stressed, you biologically lose access to your higher reasoning. You're basically trapped in panic mode.
That is wild. But the source material we're looking at today for our deep dive, Dr. Phang Car's MINDFULGym, it gives us a totally different arcade analogy to fix this. Pac-Man.
Yes, Pac-Man. Think about him navigating a maze, right? He's relentlessly chased by ghosts.
Constantly running for his life.
Right. But what saves him? Grabbing a power pellet. And Dr. Phang calls these kindful Pac pellets.
P.A.C.
Yeah, P.A.C. It stands for pause, accept, and choose. They're these deliberate moments of pause and self-care designed to give your nervous system, like, a microsecond to reboot.
Okay, I love that. And the primary tool to achieve this reboot is what the text calls the mindful mirror. It's essentially a 7-step diagnostic scanner for your mind, like a mental HUD, a heads-up display.
A mental HUD, exactly.
But hold on, I need to push back here for a second. If I am in the middle of a full-blown amygdala hijack and my brain's alarm is just screaming at me, how on earth am I supposed to suddenly boot up a complex 7-step mental diagnostic scan?
Which is totally fair. That is the exact friction everyone feels at first. But here is the neurobiological secret. The sheer act of booting up that HUD is actually how you stop the hijack.
Wait, really? Just starting the scan stops the panic?
Yes, because by forcing your brain to label and categorize what's happening, you manually force blood flow back to your logical prefrontal cortex.
Oh, wow. That makes so much sense.
Right, and the mirror doesn't ask the judgmental question, like, what is wrong with me? Instead, it acts like an MRI for the mind, asking what is happening in me.
Okay, so the diagnosis is the cure. That is brilliant. Well, instead of just listing out all the steps of this scanner, let's look at how they actually interact. Let's say I'm getting crushed by a massive work deadline.
Okay, perfect scenario.
That's my stage map, the current level challenge.
Right, so once you establish the situation, your HUD scans your internal vitals, you check your HP and MP status.
Health and magic points, nice.
Yep. You look to see, are you carrying physical debuffs? Like, is your chest tight? Are you feeling a heavy sense of dread?
And right alongside those physical feelings, I need to check my glitch tracker. The source actually calls this spotting. The ghost we think.
Oh, I love that framing.
Yeah, it's about catching unhelpful cognitive distortions. It's recognizing that my brain screaming, you're going to get fired and lose everything, is just corrupted code warping my reality.
Spot on. But mindfulness isn't just an internal exercise. Your HUD also has to scan outward. You have to check your stage hazards.
Meaning your environment.
Exactly. Are you trying to concentrate in a noisy room? Or is the workload actually impossible for one person to do?
Right. Which brings in the save history. This kind of blends the final steps together. It's the background coding from past levels affecting how you play today.
Give me an example of that.
Like maybe a hypercritical boss from 5 years ago is the real reason you're so anxious about this current project.
That is such a good point. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, noticing your stage hazards and your save history proves something vital. The player isn't entirely at fault.
The game design is just punishing.
Right. The system and the game design itself contribute heavily to the difficulty. Seeing that context is what allows you to forgive yourself.
Which perfectly sets up our final piece, the action command. Because once I see the whole board, the tight chest, the glitched thoughts, the noisy room, I can choose my next deliberate input.
You can actually respond instead of just panic mashing buttons to react.
Exactly.
And that is where the magic happens. Debugging the mind is an active gym workout. Every time you use this HUD, neuroplasticity is at work. You are physically rewiring your brain's circuitry for optimal performance.
Leveling up your actual stats.
You move from stress to balance, just one deliberate pause at a time.
Okay, let's log 3 key lessons for your character sheet today. 1, mindfulness is active play.
Yeah.
2, your mental mirror is a full system scanner, not a judge.
I love that distinction.
Yeah, it's huge. And 3, your ultimate choice always lives in the pause before your next move. So here is your call to action. The next time you take heavy stress damage or feel a status debuff, run this HUD diagnostic scan on yourself before making your next move.
And I'll leave you with this final thought to explore. If you treated your real-life obstacles with the exact same patience, curiosity, and strategic pattern recognition you use to beat a brutally difficult retro game boss, how much faster could you level up your emotional resilience?
Now that is the ultimate cheat code for keeping those Tetris blocks from stacking up. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.